Controversial Card Channel says, hey, Vince, sorry about all the drama from my mama. Did we have drama from your mama? Did your mama, was there drama? Mama drama? But I've been watching the lawyer show Suits. How much of that is nonfiction and fiction? Do firms really use favors as ammunition on cases? Okay, so listen, I have not watched Suits. People keep telling me to watch Suits. I generally don't watch legal shows, although I did watch the entirety of Boston Legal when I was but a lad. And I've styled my entire career along the lines of the Denny Crane character, which is not flattering if you did not watch that show. So here's your question, I guess. Do firms really use favors as ammunition on cases? I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. So I have seen people be like, do this one for me. Like, and I'll talk to my client on such and such case for you, or you owe me, stuff like that. Like stuff like that to me is just like ethics 101. Like, what are you guys doing? You know? And I think you're going to see that like big defense firms will often not be as subject to the ethical guidelines, the ethical rules of the Bar Association as plaintiffs' firms are. So they're much more likely to engage in that behavior. I always talk about early in my career, there was a small plaintiffs' firm that had like a fee fixing deal with a large defense firm. I won't give the specifics here. And the allegation was, I think there was a settlement on this allegation potentially, that this plaintiff's firm agreed to settle claims for X amount of dollars over a very large volume of claims, not in a class action setting, but like settling these claims individually as they would come in, if I remember the story correctly. And that's not legal. Like you can't, that's not living up to the fiduciary duty of your clients. You can't just say, hey, every time I bring a new client in, I'm going to force them to settle for like, I don't know, 20 grand, right? I don't know what it was, but hypothetically. Because listen, somebody's claim could be better. Could be worth a lot more than 20 grand. And why are you, pre-agreeing to settle claims for potentially less? Now, notably, the Bar Association pounded that plaintiff's firm into the ground. Now, they survived and they bounced back and they're doing okay these days, relatively. But that defense firm, not a goddamn thing happened to them. And I just want to be clear. The Bar Association knew it was a fee-fixing deal. Two parties, two firms, defense firm, plaintiff's firm. Let me not stick my middle finger up at you. And the consequences for the plaintiff's firm were like apocalyptic. Tremendous sums of money. Ethical risk for days. Like really, really horrific. The consequences for the white shoe defense firm were meh. And that's what the Bar Association is in many ways. It is something that panders to the white shoe firms and the better law degrees and the, like the more money you have, the bigger your name. Potentially, depending on where you are, the less the ethical guidelines apply to you in our field. Unless you're a plaintiff's attorney, in which case the ethical guidelines are always absolute. There's no subtlety. There, you must comply at all times because the Bar Association does, in my opinion, really hate plaintiff side attorneys. And it is designed by old white men to hold back younger, fresher, more hungry, more aggressive firms in many ways. So that's a reality. Favor trading is something that it goes on. It's not common with plaintiff side firms because the consequences would be tremendous.